Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 30 on second down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
At the 41-yard line.
Let's get sack lunch. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was trying to go back to Moore there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's McCaffrey. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Griffin. Man open left side, it's Williams. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Williams.
Max Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A 1st down as they get 12 on the fake punt. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Griffin, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He had a good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Griffin. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, Griffin. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, Party, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He's going to look deep for more. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Pickup of 2.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Griffin. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Here's Andy Lee now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe